You're starting a business and you've got to decide on a business structure. And word on the street is that an LLC is the way to go. But what is an LLC? LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. It's hands down the simplest way of structuring your business that also protects your personal assets. That's why an LLC is the most popular business structure choice. It gives you the best of both worlds: personal liability protection like a corporation, and pass-through taxation benefits like a sole proprietorship or partnership. Let's get down to business. We'll help you understand what an LLC is, who can form one, and the different types of LLCs out there. Get ready to be an LLC expert. The simplest way to think about LLCs is this. Unlike sole proprietorships and general partnerships, LLCs can protect your personal assets if your business is sued. Unlike corporations, LLCs are relatively easy to form and maintain and are not subject to double taxation. No thanks. For most small business owners, forming an LLC is the way to go. You can have one or more owners who are called members. If it's just you, it's a single-member LLC. If you've got a crew, it's a multi-member LLC. Forming your business as a limited liability company has some other sweet benefits too, which we'll get to in just a second. Now, don't get us wrong, LLCs aren't the only game in town. Other business structures include corporations, general partnerships, and sole proprietorships. We have more details about these options on howtostartanllc.com in case you want to see if they'd work for you. First, we'll look at the advantages of an LLC. Advantages of an LLC. LLCs offer so many benefits to small businesses: limited liability protection, pass-through taxation, simplicity, flexibility, tax options, increased credibility, and access to small business loans and credit. First of all, let's talk about the elephant in the room: liability. We know you're going to make millions off your brilliant business idea, but what if things don't go according to plan? With an LLC, your personal assets are protected if the business goes bankrupt or gets sued. In other words, you won't have to sell the shirt off your back to pay off business loans. Provided there's no fraud or criminal behavior, the owners of an LLC are not personally responsible for the LLC's debts or lawsuits. This is often referred to as personal asset protection. Next benefit: a little something called pass-through taxation. An LLC's profits go directly to its owners, who then report their share of the profits on their individual tax return. Hence, an LLC's profits are only taxed once. No double taxation like you get in a structure like a C corporation. Limited liability companies are also relatively easy to form and maintain with little paperwork. Unlike C corporations, LLCs are not required to assign formal officer roles, hold annual meetings, or record company minutes and resolutions. Less work for you. There are more flexible options for how you can structure the ownership and management within an LLC. Your LLC can be single-member or multi-member. Remember, that's just another word for owner. You can choose to manage the LLC yourself as a member managed, or appoint a manager to handle your things as a manager managed. It's all about finding what works best for you and your crew. Now, let's talk taxes. There are 3 different ways of paying income tax, but one popular option for LLCs is to be taxed as an S corporation. Don't worry, it's not a whole new type of business entity, just a tax designation. We have a video on LLC versus S Corp to help you vet your options. And let's not forget about the added credibility that comes with forming an LLC versus something like a sole proprietorship or partnership. By including LLC in your business name, customers and partners will know that you mean business. Plus, you've formed your LLC, you can start building credit history and gain access to loans and lines of credit. Now that you know the advantages, let's look at the disadvantages of an LLC. Disadvantages of an LLC. LLCs offer many benefits, but there are some small disadvantages. Because LLCs are pass-through entities like a sole proprietorship or partnership, LLC owners are responsible for paying taxes on their share of LLC income, whether or not they are given disbursement. This is why LLCs are less attractive to investors like a corporation. Another thing to keep in mind is that LLC members have to wait for K-1 forms to arrive before they can file their personal taxes. This can be a bit of a headache for investors who will not fund LLCs because this complicates their typical filing process. Now that we've covered the disadvantages, let's see who can form an LLC. Who can form an LLC? Any person of legal age can form an LLC in the US. Some states even allow people under 18 to organize. LLC owners don't have to be US citizens either. They can form from any country except for those under US sanctions. To learn how to form a company from abroad, check out our How to Start an LLC in the US video. Now, let's take a look at the types of LLCs. Types of LLCs. So by now we all know that LLCs offer the ultimate combo of limited liability and pass-through taxation. But did you know that there are different types of LLCs that might work better for your business? Here's a quick overview. First, we have domestic LLCs, which are formed in the states where your business operates. Then we have foreign LLCs, which is ideal for businesses that operate across multiple states. Next, we have the professional LLC, which is designated specifically for licensed professionals like doctors, lawyers, and accountants. And lastly, there's the rarest type of LLC, a series LLC. It's like the Russian nesting doll of assets. A series LLC can be great for businesses or investors with multiple properties, business lines, or other assets they want to keep separate for legal and accounting purposes, without needing to start multiple separate LLCs and wrangle a complicated pile of annual paperwork. Only a handful of states allow this formation. For more info on these variations, check out our page linked below. And finally, let's see how you go about forming an LLC. How to form a limited liability company. Forming an LLC is pretty straightforward. You can hire a service to file for you, or you can DIY it. If you're forming an LLC yourself, there are generally 6 steps you need to follow. Choose your state, choose a name, nominate a registered agent, file formation documents, create an operating agreement, and get an EIN. We've got you covered with free guides and filing service reviews. When you head to our site, select your state, then right at the top, you'll see a video guide on the specifics of how to form an LLC yourself in your state, so you don't miss any state bureaucratic details. So, we've covered a lot of ground today, but let's summarize what we've learned. Small business owners have a lot of reason to prefer an LLC business structure over everything else. It gives you the liability protection of a tough, big corporation, but the tax benefits of a laid-back sole proprietorship or partnership. Forming your business as an LLC can help protect you against lawsuits, reduce paperwork compared to corporations, prevent your company from being taxed twice, and give your business more credibility. If you're hungry for more information on how to start an LLC, check out our other video. And if you're looking for a one-stop shop for all things small business, head over to howtostartanllc.com. We've got loads of free resources and guides to help you get your business up and running. Best of luck for starting your small biz. We're rooting for you.